Tim, oh my God, Tim, Tim, panic, Tim, everything's going to hell. The world is ending. This is going to be the worst thing ever. I don't know. Do you have 3,000 rolls of toilet paper? You need to have toilet paper. How do you not have toilet paper? And bottled water everywhere. Ow. Ow, that...
Shut up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of As the Buckle Turns. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
And I want to apologize for my freak out there. I've been listening way too much to the media outrage and, flipping out there. But yes, there is a virus that's going around, and it's a nasty one. It's a nasty one. Keep yourself safe. Wash your hands. Take vitamin C. Keep yourselves healthy.
Adam, I don't know how I did this, but I gotta figure it out, because I don't know how I slapped you and you felt it from Florida.
1,500-mile slap, man. 1,500-mile slap.
Gotta figure that out, because you know how useful that will be in these?
Oh, yeah, it'll be really useful. Sometimes you miss, though, and you get my roommate instead. They don't understand how it happens, but, these things happen. It's cool.
They're just like, where did that come from?
It's like, ow. Adam, were you supposed to get slapped from Florida again? I'm like, yeah, but you got it instead, buddy.
Yeah, that means I have to avoid Remy going forward.
Yeah, just for a little while. He'll forget about it by the time you come back up for another visit.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But, ladies and gentlemen, we do have some reviews we gotta go over for a show that we absolutely, positively did not watch.
Nope, not at all. I mean,
That was the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Tim canceled his WWE network a while ago. I canceled it after the last pay-per-view. It's just how I am.
Yeah,
I also needed to save $10 a month. I would have kept it otherwise, but really it just serendipitously worked out that they did a shit show and pissed off enough fans while I was planning on canceling it anyway.
That $10 when you get it back and you can afford it would probably be better useful if you did like New Japan World or something like that.
Fight Network, one of those.
Yeah. Or just put that $10 away for like 5 months so you can get like an AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking for the next pay-per-view having like a couple of people over to watch. I surprisingly, with my day job, I've been finding more and more people at work who just in the last year have just suddenly come up to me and been like, dude, did you catch Dynamite this week? And I'm like, you're not even a wrestling fan and you're now catching it every week? And they're like, yeah, this stuff got me back in. I haven't been a fan since like 2007. And I'm like, all right, it's good to see you. Welcome back.
My question would have been like, I'm welcome back, but what the fuck got you into wrestling in 2007?
Oh, no, that's usually when they gave up.
Oh, okay.
2007, 2014. It's one of the, like, that range. They were just like, yeah, I don't get what's going on with this company anymore.
Yeah. But no, we do have a pay-per-view we got to go over. It's not going to take that long.
No.
And, hey, Adam.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know this. And, no, we tied again.
Yes, we did. Yeah. So, retaining.
Nope.
Oh.
You did not retain. We have a new way to settle draws for this show.
Yeah.
We'll be doing that after our review of Elimination Chamber, so we'll go over how we'll do that at that point. But, you know what? I don't feel like going over this entire pay-per-view because it's pointless. It's not a very good show.
No.
The main thing I want to talk about is the main event.
Okay, what
And
was the main
how-
event?
The main event was the Women's Elimination Chamber. And
Okay.
the story of how Shayna Baszler just killed everyone.
I did see a clip of her coming out and just destroying everyone that she got her hands on.
Okay, so let's just focus on this one because this is the only really talking point outside the Street Profits retaining the tag titles. Oh, and Undertaker and AJ Styles losing because Undertaker interfered in a no disqualification match.
Oh, I mean, usually when you have a no DQ match, there's no disqualifications, so anyone can interrupt.
Yeah,
It's just like Hell in a Cell again. There's no
didn't
DQs in Hell in a Cell.
no. He won. AJ Styles lost because Undertaker interfered in the no DQ matchup.
But
So Aleister Black won the match.
usually, if I'm coming out, like, I don't know about the rules or anything, but usually the way it works is if somebody comes out and attacks somebody else, the person who has been attacked wins the match.
Oh, I know, but nope, not this.
Look, I know that they're trying to set up the AJ Styles Undertaker match for WrestleMania. It would have made more sense to just have the match happen, and at the end of it, you have Aleister Black still wins, does his sit down in the middle of the ring, lights go out, lights come back up, Undertaker sitting there instead, or standing there, and then attacks AJ some more.
I want to see Undertaker sitting cross-legged in the ring at his age. I'm going to get up fast.
I want to see that too. Just roll. Actually, you could kind of do it. Just roll and, basically pop up with your hands.
Yeah. So the only good side to this I could see is if they would add Aleister Black into this matchup to make it a triple threat match.
Okay.
Because that would be an interesting matchup to see. Have Undertaker versus Aleister Black, who's kind of supposed to have like that creepy, not
He's not
phenom type
supernatural.
approach, but not supernatural, but he has that a presence to him.
Yes.
So that would be kind of a cool matchup. Also, that way you'd also have AJ Styles and Aleister Black going back and forth,
Yes.
and then have the Taker come in for spots and everything. But otherwise, the only really talking point in this is really the Elimination Chamber. So there's two stories basically going into the Elimination Chamber.
Yes. Okay, what were they?
The Riot Squad basically imploding, attacking each other, attacking Ruby Riot because she's saying you're all followers or you're against me and I'm going to kill you.
I mean, it was nice to
then
see
you-
Ruby back, by the way.
Well, yes. And then you have the Shayna Baszler. I'm obviously going to win this Elimination Chamber because I'm feuding with Becky Lynch already. So that. So what happens in this? We get, I think it's Natalie and Logan out first. Ruby comes out next, or one. It's those three in the ring. Shayna comes in and basically taps them all out.
Oh, yeah.
And then immediately just destroys them. Then she waits for Liv to come in. And she taps her, destroys her, then taps her out. And then Lily are waiting for Asuka to come out. Who Asuka's trying to build hype and get people excited for her to come out in the pod. And when she comes out, she gets a little offense in before Shayna kills her.
So, we've known that typically the way that main roster works is that when you come up from NXT, you might get a little bit of a ride from, what you had done from NXT. You get a little bit of a push, but then you very quickly find that spot. Shayna Baszler just buried the entire women's division in one match.
The Raw Women's Division.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yeah, because what does SmackDown have?
Charlotte?
She's technically Raw, but she's NXT right now because she's feuding for the NXT Championship.
Bayley?
Yeah, Bayley and Sasha are the only ones on there. And they basically just buried the SmackDown talent by saying, we've beaten everyone, so we're awesome. And they're actually having Paige show up on SmackDown to confront Bayley.
I don't think Paige is going to be showing up on SmackDown. She was just sent to the hospital recently.
Yeah. Well, no, they actually announced she's going to SmackDown.
Okay.
So yeah, everyone's saying how great their women division is, and and I specifically have been very critical of AEW's women division.
Yes.
At least they haven't butchered their entire women's division based around 4 people. No, 5.
That's very true. Yeah.
So now, and this goes off. A lot of people were wondering if Shayna would actually win the Elimination Chamber, because apparently after last week's Raw, before the Chamber, he did not like how Baszler looked in his match with Kairi Sane. He didn't like the match at all. He didn't say she didn't have that reaction or that presence of a WrestleMania main event and all that. So people are like, whoa, are they going to kill her push? No, they just doubled down on it because they've already basically advertised it. So they're like, we can't really, if we can change it, but then what are we going to do? Out of all the people in that chamber, there's only person you can really go for is Asuka. Or you take out someone, you put Kairi Sane in there and let Kairi Sane do it. But basically, she just got crushed by Shayna Baszler on Raw, so no.
This is why I like the AEW system of, hey, whoever has the best record when the championship comes, up for defense, gets the shot.
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't know. It's just like they still have a long way to go with their division, with storylines and all that.
Oh yeah,
and they're working on it. And I give them I try to give them leeway where I can, because yes, they're still a new company, but at the same time, I will give them credit. They haven't buried their entire women's division. They're trying to build up their division, which is not easy to do. I mean, look at the rest of their roster. They've been trying to build. They successfully made stars out of several unknown talent before. And there's a lot of people who still haven't got. They're still trying to build. Like, I think Jimmy Havoc's done. He's not going to get over on the main stage.
He'll be, in the best way to say this, he'll be a very good mid-carder for them.
Yes.
He's a very solid performer. It's just, I don't see him being a main eventer, but I see him being there to help get other guys over.
Yeah, not the way they're currently using him.
Well, plus, also, Jimmy Havoc is a lot older than anyone gives him credit for.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's almost 40.
I think he's about the same age as Moxley.
Yeah. Mid to late 30s by this point.
So it's just one of those things where it's like, but again, so it all comes back down to like this matchup where it's just people were chanting boring to this. People left before the match was over because they're like, we know what's going to happen. Well, I don't care.
Yeah.
And the line from Becky Lynch, apparently from Raw this week, calling her uncharismatic, was probably a line from Vince McMahon himself.
Most likely.
No one has ever called Shayna not charismatic or boring in the ring. I have. Most of her matches in NXT at takeovers were boring matches because the people she was in against weren't ready. They were very, very green, and they.
Well, plus her style is very MMA, and unless you're a striker, like Matt Riddle, Aleister Black, unless you're a striker with an MMA style to you, you're not exciting. If you're a grappler in MMA, all of your training states take them down and twist them till they tap out. And it's not a very exciting match to watch.
It is, because we know for a fact that her matches with at NXT, let's be clear, with Kairi Sane were good. They were exciting. And in the Mae Young Classic, when she was even greener, she had good matches.
Yeah.
They kept them shorter. They were shorter matches, and that's what helped at that point too. But when she got more experience and trained at the Performance Center, and like they put her in with Bianca Belair before she was ready, and then even when we got Io Shirai at a takeover, that wasn't even that good. They didn't let Io fly around because they wanted to, and when they did, it was just too late. Like, I don't know, but I disagree with you on the MMA style because Ronda Rousey, she is very much a grounder and a grappler.
Yeah.
And she was fun to watch because that's the thing, though. She knows. I'd say she knows. She's been a wrestling fan for a very long time. So is Shayna, but she just kind of gets basically whatever she gets into. She figures it out.
Yeah.
She can break it down and take in how to make it work, how to get those things, and develop it. But yeah, you know what? But we didn't even get a Riot Squad to fight fully.
No.
Because Liv was still in the fucking pods. That was one of the stories they kind of built up on, and then they said, we're going to just not do that.
To have made this, just my opinion, to have made this match better, I would have waited until Shayna was the last person out of the pod, and then have her literally go through and destroy everyone.
See, I would have done,
because it would have
had.
You would have had a little bit more reason for her to destroy everyone. They've already been in there fighting each other anyway.
Yep. What I would have done is I would have had I would have had Ruby Riott be the only one who did not get eliminated by Shayna.
Okay. Have Liv take her out.
I have Liv and Sarah team up and take her out.
Okay. Liv gets the
then
pin.
Shayna would, and then actually I'd have Shayna come out second to last.
Okay.
Still safe for Asuka. Because you still have 3 other people in the ring. And Shayna can go through them because it's about 2 minutes between new pods coming, I think. 3 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
You can flesh out Shayna going through the rest till Asuka comes out. Spread that out where she's still dominating, but she's immediately grabs someone, chokes them out immediately. Gone. The other 2 team up. She counters, starts taking him out, chokes one out, gone. With like the last 30 seconds, it's like a little back and forth, taps her out, the pod opens, Asuka comes out. You let Asuka dominate Shayna because she blindsides her. Shayna doesn't get a chance to turn around because she's holding on the chokehold like this. Like, I don't have anything to worry about. Oh, here comes Asuka. Drops, turns around, bam! A hard shot from Asuka. Asuka's beating her down for like 5 minutes. Shayna's fighting back here and there, but it's Asuka. And then Shayna comes back. You can have a little bit like a 10-minute exchange match between just these 2.
Yeah.
But then have Asuka looking dominant, like she's getting her. Almost like she has Shayna's number, and Shayna comes back, hits a good shot, then locks her in her finisher, and then taps Asuka out.
Yeah.
So it's like it was a lucky catch, but at the same time, it was a smart catch because she dazed her, and she went for it. So it's not like you can argue either way. You can have Becky say, you got lucky with Asuka. And she's like, no, I figured out, I saw it, and I took advantage of it.
I waited for my opportunity.
Yes.
Like a true fighter waits.
Yeah. But that's what they could have done. But no, they just said, we don't have interest in anyone else here for the main event.
Yeah.
So let's just go there. Honestly, I think Vince was hoping that Ronda Rousey would come back and they could just have her come in.
Yeah, but I really don't see her coming back. I think she just saw the writing on the wall and went, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to take my year.
Yep.
I'm going to then go do my thing for a year. Basically, this past year, she's just been like, I get to relax. I get to actually relax for a year.
So if she comes back, I'll be surprised at all. But
it'll be at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Okay, so before we go on, let's just go over all the match results. I'm not going to count the pre-show because they announced it like hours or maybe on the pre-show and we didn't predict it, so I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Andrade retained. We knew that.
Okay.
Aleister Black won because of Undertaker. You got that one right. I got it wrong.
In a no
Street
DQ
Profits
match.
retained. Yes. Street Profits retained. I got that right. You got that wrong. Miz and Morrison retained. We got it right.
Okay.
Braun Strowman lost to Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that thing, and I was just like, okay. The man
like
who
it
doesn't
because-
seem to be doing anything right now other than talking is now your intercontinental title holder.
The reason for that was because they put him with Shinsuke because he was he was injured and they wanted to give him time.
Okay.
So that's why they originally paired him together. So now he's the I like it because he's actually finally won some gold on the main roster, like 4 years too late.
Yes.
And that's not my quote, folks. That's Kevin Owens' tweet. By the way.
Oh no, I really do feel that I enjoyed the best friends that hate each other, but they have a common enemy thing that Owens and Zayn had going for quite some time. And then when they kind of broke them up, it was just like, all right, cool. We do see what you're doing with Kevin, but what are you going to do with Sammy here? And it's been a theme in WWE that if you break up a duo of any sort, one of them goes up the ladder. The other one quietly disappears. But it's Sami Zayn. He's not quietly disappearing.
No. The Marty Jannetty effect.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I was actually happy with that one. Though, once again, Strowman lost a title now. And it was his first run. So it's like, do they even think he can hold it? It's one of those things. I'm giving up on Strowman. I'm done with him.
No, I'm not
think
giving
it's a
up
big
on
mistake.
Strowman himself. I'm giving up on WWE using this big man in a way that makes any sense other than the Big Show method, where it's like, all right, well, he's a big man. We're gonna have him come in. He's gonna be a heel here, a face here, and maybe he'll switch halfway through the match.
That's what I mean by I'm giving up on Braun Strowman. I'm giving up on their use of him because this is the recurring pattern for WWE.
That reminds
Vince sees a big. Hold on, Vince sees a big muscle guy. And he's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna push him to the moon," and he pushes him to the moon. And in case of Strowman, it actually worked.
Yes.
And then, I want to push you. I want to push you. I want to push you. Oh, I gotta put you on with Brock Lesnar. I'm going with Brock. Instead of using the new star and make him the champion, I'm going to go with this other guy that I still think is a draw.
Well, I'm so glad that WWE... First, I'm so glad that WWE is pushing the new talent to the moon and putting belts on them with this William Goldberg and this Brock Lesnar. I'm so glad that they're still getting these wonderful pushes. Last year...
Yes.
This William Goldberg came up and, made a flash in the pan, but, maybe they just weren't able to hang on to him or something happened. He had to go away and train further for a while. But I'm glad to see him back this year. Once again, put that belt right on him. That man he's got a bright, bright future ahead of this 50-year-old guy.
All right, so now we're going to move on to the women's Elimination Chamber where we got it right because it's Shayna Baszler.
Yep.
So that was the tie. Adam, you got 2 wrong. I got 2 wrong. So we draw.
Wow, only 2 wrong. That's surprising.
Yeah. So we're going to go to our tiebreaker.
Okay.
So what our tiebreaker is, there's a thing called filmsimulator.com. I definitely recommend you if you guys want a wrestling simulation game. This is being actually built by the guy consistently. He's constantly updating it.
All right.
You can simulate a bunch of options. You can do WWE, NXT, NXT UK, AEW, Power, and NWA Power,
Ooh.
Impact. They have a lot of options, so you can do this. And he's always on Twitter. You can find him there. And he's looking for suggestions always and what you can do with it. So I have the card for Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is this is going to be a round robin. I'm going to pick a match for you, Adam, because we'll have the champion go first.
Okay.
You're going to pick who do you think the computer is going to pick
All right.
to win this match in a simulation. I can pick who wins, but I'm not. I'm just going to hit simulate for this match, and
Nice.
it will determine if you get it right or not.
Nice.
If you get it right, you advance. If you get it wrong, it's still my turn, regardless if you get it right or wrong. If I get it right, tie over, I win. I'm the new predictions champion.
All right.
But if I get it wrong also, we go again until one of us gets one right.
And the other one gets
person
one
gets
wrong.
it wrong. Yes. I thought about doing it the most out of who gets the most right. Like, no, we'll just do 1-1 until someone gets one
Okay.
wrong, one gets
So
it right.
it's like the NFL in an overtime. I get to go first, and you get to respond, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, pretty much. So, Adam, I'm going to give you one of the chamber matches.
Okay. I'm going to
Since the
choose the women's chamber match.
Well, I'm picking it.
Okay,
So,
fine.
Mostly because it's and the reason you're getting this one because it's the first one on top, and that is the men's tag team.
All right.
So, because Lucha House Party is not an option, I can get Kalisto, but I can't get the rest of them apparently. So they're not in the match. So they're not an option. Your options are the Usos, Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode, Heavy Machinery, The New Day, in John Morrison, and The Miz. Who do you pick?
The Usos.
Okay, so you're going with the Usos. Wrong. The champs retained.
Seriously? The game fucked me like that right away?
Yeah, they did. Okay, so because because it's only to be fair, I am going to do the women's elimination chamber because more options of me getting it wrong.
Okay.
So it's fair. My options, I have all the options there. I want to go Asuka so bad, but I'm gonna go with the person who actually won it. I'm gonna go with Shayna Baszler.
All right.
And click.
She won.
No, Sarah Logan won.
Wow. Wow. We both, on the
that-
first round, have lost.
And that's why I want to use this, because it's not as obvious as you may think it is.
True. True.
So, all right, so we're going to go with, for you, Adam, your next matchup is going to be Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. My bad. Not your Buddy Murphy anymore.
Yes.
Versus the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Who do you pick?
The Street Profits.
You're going for the Street Profits. Wrong.
Wow. This simulation hates me.
Yeah, it does. I'm going to go with the one above it with Aleister Black and AJ Styles. I'm going to go with Aleister Black. God damn it. I knew I should have gone AJ Styles.
Wrong. We are not doing good.
No, we're not. Okay. You get the United States Championship match.
Okay.
Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo.
Andrade. Yes, I get one. If you don't
got
get
one right.
this next one right, I retain.
Yes, you do. And the only match left here is we have
The 3-on-1
Shinsuke.
Intercontinental title match.
This one is actually... Hold on, I want to see if I can do something because it has it as two, them all separate.
So it's
So I
basically a
gotta see if
fatal
I can-
four-way?
Yeah, so I want to see if I can adjust it. Now I gotta find them. God damn it! Come on, Sami Zayn, where are you? Of course, I can't find them on this.
Of course he's
selection.
hiding.
Yeah, of course. Come on.
Oh, that's awesome.
What the fuck? Where are they?
Either look under S or Z.
Okay, so I'm substituting people in.
Oh.
Okay, so Shinsuke is actually in the match. He's the only one I didn't remove. Edge is going to represent because you can drag them in to put them as a tag team, or you can separate them as individuals.
All right.
So if you want to do individual, like a non-tag team, so I dragged all of them in. So I'm just gonna pick I'm picking Shinsuke.
Okay.
It's group.
Yes.
I probably could have just done that without dropping people in. Now that I think about it, but oh well. I'm picking them.
All right, so we're still tied up. Awesome.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back. Manage shows. We're gonna go. What the?
We still tied, which means
So
that
I'm
I
just gonna
retained.
drop some people.
No, it doesn't.
I'm just dropping people in right now. Okay, so your matchup is Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. Both are champions.
Lesnar.
Lesnar, you got it wrong. Build one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to drop. Let's do a women's match. We're gonna do Charlotte versus Asuka here.
Okay, there you
I'm
go.
gonna go Asuka. I'm going with Asuka because they can't keep screwing over Asuka. Yes.
And new predictions champion, Tim.
You're supposed to put a little more flair on it, but I agree.
Woo!
I remember
There, I
if you
put
guys
more
don't
flair
remember,
on it.
if you guys remember, I said I didn't want to win the championship back by this pay-per-view.
I know.
It's,
You're
of course I
welcome
did.
to just walk away from the championship, and it will revert back to me.
no, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna hold up the championship.
Oh.
I'm not counting this as a win. I'm just gonna say it's vacant because I don't want it from this pay-per-view.
You're abdicating the championship this early?
So the next pay-per-view that we actually get compared to the coronavirus
Yep.
will determine who the predictions champion is. I am still taking the win, though. I'm
Okay.
getting the win.
I'll let you have it.
But
That's cool.
I'm going to take the win, but I'm not going to be the champion.
Okay.
Because I want the win.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of the coronavirus, the COVID-19, oh, how mean you can be. I just can't wait for
Adam,
you to die off and stop
can't
threatening the world.
We can't say coronavirus. YouTube is demonetizing people who say that. Oh, that's right, we're not monetized. Never mind.
We're not monetized at all. But yeah, there is a lot of events that have today, we're recording on Thursday, of course, that have been canceled. Let's see. Ring of Honor canceled the 18th anniversary. That's this Saturday's show and Sunday's show. AEW's Blood and Guts happening on March 25th. That show has been canceled, or Blood and Guts itself is going to be postponed. Like that event. Basically, they're war games.
The Blood and Guts was 2 weeks out. It wasn't this coming week. It was the next.
Yeah, the 25th.
Yeah, so it's another 2 weeks. But yeah, they're postponing it.
The show itself is canceled.
Yes.
Like the Prudential Center in New Jersey had canceled the. Well, I mean, the NHL has basically postponed their season until further notice. The NBA's postponed their season until further notice. So a lot of these arenas are going, okay, because this is an actual public health issue, people just stay home for a while. Like they're trying to get a hold of any other events happening. And AEW, Tony Khan even said this week that he has no problem with people, self-quarantining just to be safe. If they're going to be like, hey, look, maybe this will be too much for me. It's cool. Health-wise, even so many people are like, COVID-19 is a lot like, the flu. Well, yes, it has a lot of the same symptoms, but its incubation period is longer. Its infectious period is longer. So I do chuckle at the fact that, late in 2019, a friend of mine pointed out that every 100 years in the 20s, in, 1820, 1720, 1920, there's been a world pandemic. 2020 comes, and we get one. Seriously, people, wash your hands. Stay safe. Be health conscious. Yeah. It's all the same precautions that you need for the flu. But if you do get sick, stay home.
And stay home. Find a place that you can get tested to see if you have the virus.
That way you can immediately go, okay, it's not. It's either it is COVID-19 or it's not. If it's not, you have the flu. Even still, go home. Chicken soup, orange juice, boost your internal stuff. That way you can get back to doing whatever it is that you do on a regular basis. I avoid human contact on a almost constant basis, so I don't think I really have much to worry about.
And of course, then you'll get the one who gets it because
it would be my luck.
Yeah. But no, it's one of those things. Well, just you gotta do what you gotta do, and be safe. The main thing, I do think people are overreacting about this thing, but the other people who are underreacting. Basically, both are in the right and both are in the wrong because they're and all that. But the main thing it's showing us is that the world is not prepared to deal with another pandemic like everyone says we are because we're in the modern world. Nope.
Human beings have never been able to handle a true pandemic.
So, and this is what happens when you have people who question science. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay, good.
But
I mean, really, like looking this over, the Tampa, the biggest event that is currently at risk of being canceled is Wrestlemania. Tampa Bay and the venue are thinking about canceling any major event going on.
Not just like the city. It's the Florida government.
Yes.
And so today we're recording this on a Thursday. They had a meeting in Tampa with officials, government officials. According to people, Vince McMahon was there, and it's very clear, based on the results, he was pushing for WrestleMania to continue. Because
it makes the company a lot of money. That I understand. It's a huge financial risk. Like they've already paid out a lot of money for everything that's going on with it. If it's canceled, that is a huge loss for the company, who has already dealt with major losses in 2020 already.
Yes, but here's the thing. We can't say we're surprised on this because we've seen that Vince doesn't have a problem with stuff like this because after the outcry from that street fight in, I think it was in the parking lot of the Performance Center.
Yes.
A few years ago.
Yes,
after that mishap and miscommunications between some people from another location ended badly. What did they do? They still went because Vince didn't care.
Oh yeah.
So, because all Vince cares about is money.
Look,
money.
Another way to put it, like regarding WrestleMania being canceled, postponed, however the company wants to look at it, E3, one of the biggest conventions, is canceled this year already.
Yep.
Like, what they're doing is they're still allowing all of the presentations by... basically, they've made it an online convention this year.
Okay, well, that's good.
Sony is still going to have its big presentation, but the audience is just not going to physically be there this year.
Yeah. So, it's one of those things... Now, here's the thing. By the time E3 comes around, Comic-Con comes around, maybe this outbreak will be taken care of by then, and they can safely bring those ones back online so people can go.
Right.
But it's going to be one of those things where they're making that decision now so people have more than enough time to prepare for this.
Right.
But yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like WWE loves to talk about how because you have something going like we're monitoring the situation, don't worry, we'll make the right calls for our fans and our performers. And Vince McMahon basically is clear that he wants it to go on. And they were given an ultimatum by the Florida government. Basically said, we're not canceling it for you. We're going to give you a week to come to see what you do. And then next week, if depending on what you do or you don't do, we'll meet again
Yep.
in an emergency meeting, and we'll decide from there.
Right.
So your best bet at this point is basically just say, here, you know what? We're going to postpone it to the summer.
Well, we're moving it to, June.
Yeah, July.
I mean, right now it's just make an announcement that WrestleMania will be postponed. Everyone that has a ticket will still be able to attend when WrestleMania happens. But we're not going to say when it's going to happen right this moment. It will happen in 2020.
We're planning for summer, like, given a time frame so people can, we're hoping to do this in the summer. We'll let you know as more details come around.
Right away, try to shoot for May, then shoot for June, then shoot for July. July will kind of suck because you will have almost no build to SummerSlam. But whatever, you combine the two events, have it be Summer Mania, have it be WrestleSlam. I don't care. Call it Blood Feud 4, Return of the Feud.
When was there ever a really good build in the last few years to SummerSlam?
Well, there was that.
Nope.
No. There was that one time. No. Really, what? SummerSlam 2005.
There have been some good builds, but just not in the last few years, really.
Wasn't SummerSlam 2005 the Hulk Shawn Michaels match?
I don't know. Don't care. Probably. I thought that was 2006 though, but I could be wrong.
No. I think that was it? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I do know that
a magical device.
I do know that one of the only people that Hulk Hogan put over on his his retirement run with WWE, that was Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
Other than that, he didn't put over anybody.
Nope.
Fucking Hogan.
But no, it's just okay. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, well, hopefully WWE will do the right thing. I don't know if they will, because here at Full Sail, on Monday they had a job fair in the Full Sail Live, where NXT is usually filmed from, but wasn't because Full Sail has their Hall of Fame this week.
Yeah.
So the people out there who think WWE held NXT at the Performance Center because of the coronavirus. No. You're wrong, and you're an idiot. It's because Hall of Fame was going on, and that's why. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, I was there, and WWE actually had a presence there.
Really?
I went and talked to a guy. I gave him my resume and asked about editing positions. Like, we only have them in Orlando. The guy didn't seem that interested in talking to people anyway.
Wait, he said that they only have positions available in Orlando while speaking to you inside Orlando.
No. They only have my editing positions, like for video editors.
Yeah.
Are only available in Connecticut.
Oh, okay. Because what you first said was that this guy was just like, there's only positions available in Orlando if you ever wanted to move. I can see you just looking at him going, do you know where you are right now? You're in Orlando.
Yeah. Now, I don't know, but the guy didn't seem really like he wanted to be there. There's another woman that was there with them. I didn't get to talk to her, but it's like, it just got this whole vibe of like, I got to talk to someone else.
Yeah.
And it's like, he didn't seem like a very interesting. I could be wrong. I'm not gonna say I know the guy, but I got this impression. It's like, I gotta talk to another person, and it just got this impression of, so this is how the company is.
Is that the decision always needs to be made by someone else?
Yeah, not just that. It's just like, this is the kind of the higher ups kind of had that's what I got from this encounter. Where I've talked to other people who are, and I didn't get that impression of with. So it could have been maybe he just didn't want to be there. But let's just put it this way: yeah, I have no interest in working for WWE after this.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Not that I really wanted to either.
Hey,
but this really
Jacksonville's
kinda
just up the road for you, buddy.
Yeah, they're not hiring, so.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Trust me, I check their LinkedIn page all the time.
What about the Jacksonville Jaguars?
I don't want to work for football.
But it's a job, man.
I have a job.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You do get a paycheck. Never mind. Yeah, that's true. Okay, never mind.
But no, I was just there because I want to see if I could pick up some extra freelance hours because my current job is technically freelance, so for 30 hours. So any extra freelance hours I can get would be great. So, but anyway, Adam, what else do we have to talk about? Because I got nothing.
I got a new name for the Hall of Fame, and just came out. The British Bulldog is going to be inducted by Davey Boy Smith.
By Davey Boy Smith. But that's Davey Boy Smith. He's the one going in.
No. The British Bulldog. No, sorry. It's David Hart Smith.
There you go.
Sorry.
I knew exactly who you were talking about, but that's why I said, like...
Sorry. When I see their names written down, I keep flipping who they are. And I'm like, yeah, no, Davey Boy Smith is the younger one. No, he's not.
No.
Stupid, Adam. Stupid.
So that's good. A lot of people say this one's overdue. Not been a big fan of the Bulldog. I think he was definitely a solid worker to a point. But at the same time, I'll give them the credit. I'll give the WWE the decision of if he actually deserves to be in there. And then they say apparently they think so. So I'll give it to him. But
I'm going off on a conspiracy theory here. They keep putting in people associated with the Hart family. Like last year was Neidhart, I do believe. We've had Stu Hart in. We've had Bret Hart go in. Neidhart go in. The British Bulldog goes in. Really, I think it's going to get to a point where they're just like looking at Owen Hart's wife and going, "Look, everyone else from the Hart family's been put in. Just give us permission now."
She won't. Because do you know why she won't?
Because she still thinks that they haven't paid her enough.
No, that is not her reason that she has said lately.
Oh, okay, what is it now?
Her reason is because the reason they want to put him in to her is to make money off of Owen's name.
They can literally make money off from Owen's name right now if they wanted to.
Not really. Outside the stuff, their footage on the network, that's about it.
They could put it together a DVD based upon that footage and sell it.
No, they can't. They need her permission because she has control over his name. They can put his matches up online. They can't really. I don't think they can even say this is the Owen Hart collection. I think she has that much control.
They could add it in and put it as a Hart family thing, and just be like, "Yeah, we still making money off from him." I don't understand. Yeah.
So that's her reason, and I agree with her on that one. If that's what she truly believes, and there could be reasons why she thinks this. I mean, I know Brett has constantly tried to talk to her in the past. It's like, Owen belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Let him go in, and she will not listen to anyone. So I'm not saying she's completely in the right. I'm also not saying she's completely in the wrong, but I just don't care at this point. If he gets in there ever, great. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Yeah. All right. So, next up, we've got... Well, it's the Wednesday Night War still going on. Of course they're still going on. This week, everyone took a hit. AEW took the biggest hit. But both AEW and NXT saw a drop in their numbers. AEW still had the higher rating.
Yep.
Their numbers this week were 766,000. It was a drop of 140,000 from last week. And NXT was at 697,000, which was a drop of 21,000 from last week.
So people are so scared of getting the coronavirus, they're not even watching wrestling. They're so scared.
Like, at first I was like, what was going on that night that would have drawn that many people away? No, really, I'm starting to think that there are just that many people who are so scared of anything that they're just like, I'm not even watching it on TV. I don't,
Hannity on Fox topped the night with 6.419 million. The Masked Singer had a 7.32. I
gotta say, a lot of people are watching The Masked Singer this year.
I don't care, but overall, it's just like, for some reason it dropped down.
Yep.
Maybe because people for NXT was like, oh, it's at the Performance Center, I'm not gonna watch it because it's not gonna be as good. I'm sorry. When you end your show with Johnny Gargano possibly about to tell us why he attacked Tommaso Ciampa, only to have Tommaso Ciampa run to the back of the Performance Center to beat him up so they can brawl again, to delay this because he wanted answers, but he clearly didn't care enough because he wanted to beat up Johnny Gargano more.
Yeah.
The whole reason for this feud is either they don't know what they're doing with it completely, or they do, and it's not enough story that they're just trying to drag it out.
It could be. Speaking of the Performance Center, though, SmackDown, by the time you guys listen to it, SmackDowns will have already happened, is also happening at the Performance Center instead of Detroit, which I think is, no matter what, an upgrade anyway.
There will be no people in the Performance Center this time. There were actually free tickets given out to the Performance Center for the taping at the Performance Center for NXT. They will not be doing that for SmackDown. No,
it's basically going to be an empty arena show. And a lot of people have said, if members of AEW have said that if they do an empty arena show, cool. They're still doing a show.
Yeah. It's weird though. I will tell you that
because
I watched part of Stardom's empty arena show last Friday that they streamed on YouTube for free, and it was good. For the spots, I didn't have like 3 hours to watch it, so I just kind of scrolled through and was watching chunks of it. And it was just weird because seeing these people, these women, like parade around after a win, trying to get reactions from people, and there's no one there to get a reaction from.
Yeah,
I get it, but at the same time, it was weird having like it being just empty. So, but again, you're right. If they do empty arenas, great. You're still doing a show. You're still putting stuff on.
Yep.
So, Adam, is that all you got?
Well, I mean, also regarding empty arenas, if you want to see a good empty arena show, Mankind versus The Rock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That was a great match. It went everywhere.
I don't know what you're talking about. That match never happened. It was during halftime heat, and we all know that stuff that happens not on Raw or SmackDown don't count, so it doesn't count. Sorry.
All right.
Anything else, Adam? Because I got nothing.
Triple H has a new title, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. WWE has awarded Triple H with a brand new title belt. Oh, wait, no, sorry. I read the headline wrong. No, he has a new corporate title regarding his position within the company. He's now the Executive Vice President of Global Talent Strategy and Development. Basically, it's an upgrade from his position that he had been in for quite some time regarding talent relations and promotions.
This live events is what he's focusing on. But yeah, he's getting an upgrade now. So it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. But
it's not much different than what he had been doing, which was basically scouting the entire planet for the new talent
What are you talking about? He was never scouting people. That was William Regal's job. Is William Regal's job.
Yes, but Trips was the one overseeing that job.
I know.
The operation overall.
Yeah, I mean, he'd tell them where to go to look.
Right.
He would know people to keep an eye out for, because Triple H actually knows who's out on the independent scene and who
What?
At potentially.
A member of the WWE High Elite actually pays attention to what's going on in the rest of the wrestling world? That's crazy!
Because Triple H understands that if you use these guys who get their experience in other events and other markets, and you bring them into the performance center, and they can be trained to do how they do in WWE, and if you use them correctly, you can then make them a star. Or Vince to give a fuck about using them correctly. He's going to do what he thinks you should be doing, not if it's correct for you.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work out, he's going to blame you for not being able to perform and therefore give up on you.
That has actually been the way that Vince has operated since day one.
Yeah. Why can't you be like Hogan? Hogan, oh, we already have Hogan. You can't be Hogan, so go away.
Oh, Macho Man. You're no longer you're past your prime, and we're just gonna put you over here because you're not good enough. Oh, Macho Man, by the way, I need you for this event because it's not selling that well.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so that's all we have, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know down in the comment section what you thought of the Elimination Chamber. Do you think WWE will actually cancel WrestleMania?
Dude, I got one more thing I need to go over.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
We don't do this. Do I need to slap you from Florida again?
No. And there's one more thing I need to go over. There's a huge event going on tomorrow. Luckily, the audience doesn't have to worry about any infectious diseases. It's just on YouTube. The New England Wrestling Alliance. Ow. I'm going through with this. The New England Wrestling Alliance will be putting on Blood Feud 3, Return of the Feud. We've got 8 action-packed matches coming up for you. That's right, we've got the New England Wrestling Alliance Tag Team Action Championship match going on. It's Zop Club versus Woo World Order. Who will be walking out? Will Woo World Order retain their championship, or will Zop Club continue their domination of the entire tag team division? We also have the New England Wrestling Alliance Chowda Championship. That'll be in an elimination chamber. If Gazan is able to if he's able to win his championship back, it'll be the 5th time, and then he'll be able to turn it in for a chance at the NUA championship belt. And speaking of that, PJ DeSilvio will be what's the word I'm looking for? Defending his New England Wrestling Alliance championship in a triple threat ladder match against Uncle Freddy and the Reaper. Who will be walking out? Will PJ retain? Will Uncle Freddy become the new champion? Will become a new champion? Or will the Reaper steal the championship back from PJ? We also have some tag team action. 5th Layer taking on Heroes for Hire. We've got a fatal 4-way elimination match for the number 1 contender for the NUA championship. That'll be Nightmare taking on Rex Chapel, taking on Trog and Arch. And the chairman of the board himself, Biff Stryker, will be in that match. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a huge match. Tune in tomorrow. It's huge.
Hey, Adam.
Yes. Dodged it. I don't know who you hit, but I heard somebody in my house go, ow!
Hold on. Yeah. Can you just raise your chin a little bit? Just a little bit?
Okay, what about this?
Yeah.
Is this good?
Right
there?
A little bit to the left.
Okay.
To the left.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah. Ah! Yeah, that one hurt. That one actually hurt. Ow.
Yeah, that's what you get. Yeah.
Slamming Saturdays, ladies and gentlemen, every Sunday.
I'll do it again.
No, just do the closing. Just do the closing.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think of the Elimination Chamber. Will WWE cancel WrestleMania, or will they be forced to cancel it? What you thought of the whole coronavirus affecting the business overall?
COVID-19. I don't need to get demonetized, okay, man?
We're not monetized, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, at least that's what I keep telling you.
Yeah, so down in the comment section, let us know what you thought about this show as well. Since you're heading down there and you made it to the end of this video, you've been listening to us for an hour, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay. Since it's right there, hit that subscribe button.
Ding!
Ring that bell.
Ding, ding!
And get bent like the COVID-19.
Well, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one.